Do not go near the Giant Jeffy, or he will destroy the Skeld. Drop a like if you love Jeffy, and let's begin. So something strange happened to me while I was playing Among Us. I was the imposter, and the legend of the Giant Jeffy laid upon the world of Among Us. And I am here to look for this creature. It has been a while since I last seen Jeffy, but I knew his time in Among Us would be long. I got an elimination in electrical, and I was hiding. Where was Body? I asked the crewmates. Everybody seemed to suspect no one, so I knew I had time to look for Jeffy and find this legend. Luckily, I was able to continue to search the Skeld, and I was walking down the storage unit into electrical to turn on the lights. And that is when I heard a very loud thump. It sounded like footsteps. Where could these footsteps be coming from? I asked myself. I realized that I had a task to do in Shields, and I had to fake it since I was the imposter. But then my dog began to bark, and usually when your dog barks, that means that there is a present there that they are not a big fan of. I looked around and looked out the window. That is when I saw a giant pencil outside, and I knew that it didn't belong to me or my dog. I ran out of there and I began to think maybe my dog saw Jeffy, and Jeffy was trying to fetch him a stick. We all know how much dogs love sticks, and pencils are made out of wood. Unfortunately, the pink imposter eliminated green, and everybody suspected him, which led towards him getting ejected from this game. Now, it was me against the crewmates trying to win this match of Among Us, but I had my dog as my companion. But we were both scared after hearing about the legend of the Giant Jeffy, and whether or not we even want to go near him. I went to Reactor to fake another task, and my dog was hiding behind me. I'm not too sure on why. I tried to look around and continued to fake the task, but then Banana seemed really suspicious of me. That is when I saw what was in front of me, and it was two giant pencils. These giant pencils must belong to Jeffy. I did see one in Shields, but there's two of them now. Jeffy, if I remember correctly, only has one, and it's in his nose. So I wonder if this is Jeffy or if it's another creature. I still don't know what he looks like, but I have to find out. I went to admin to search around the entire map of Skeld to see if I could spot any new entities that entered the map, but from the looks of it, it was all crewmates. There wasn't no Jeffy that I could see that has been inside the Skeld. So if that is Jeffy outside, he's still out there. Not too sure on how he's floating in space, unless he's wrapped around the map of Skeld. I went to go turn on the lights and electrical, and the crewmates appear to be together. It's going to be very hard to eliminate these crewmates, because, well, you know, they're together. They have each other's back. The only person I have by my side is my dog. I didn't really expect to see those giant pencils, but those giant pencils can totally destroy the map of Skeld. Maybe I should ask the crewmates for help, but I knew that in order to win this game of Among Us, I had to eliminate them. They were all stuck together in electrical, and I tried closing the door on them, but it was going to be very hard to separate them. I got really impatient, and the lights were off, so I eliminated one of them. But then I was ejected in the meeting room. But let's look for the Giant Jeffy. The Giant Jeffy definitely wanted to eliminate me with his giant pencils, and I knew this while I was doing my task in the navigation room. I did the course, and I could see something popping out from the right side of the spaceship. I had two crewmates join me and watch. It was yellow and orange. We both saw the Giant Jeffy's head sticking out from outside, with his two large arms, and his legs dangling as well. I couldn't believe my eyes. The Giant Jeffy has been summoned, but do I want to go near him? I'm not too sure about that. Me and the rest of the crewmates got really scared and we ran away, and all we could do was do our task and hope that the Giant Jeffy would disappear. That is when the spaceship began to shake. As I was taking out the trash, I went to go look outside the window, where the lights around me turned off, and I could see the two giant arms approaching me, and Giant Jeffy's head was sticking from above. He looked really angry and he wanted to eliminate me. Do not go near the Giant Jeffy, or else your time in Among Us will come to an end. A meeting was called and I put 3 question marks because I was confused. We were all confused. The only resolution that we could come up with was to continue playing the game, and hopefully we can get rid of the Giant Jeffy. I'm not too sure on how he was summoned. Could it be because it's spooky season? I emptied out the trash and headed towards the left side of the spaceship, and I looked at the security cameras. That is when I saw Jeffy's face on the monitor. I didn't have much time to question or think about it when the imposter eliminated me. I put in the chat, Jeffy. I wonder if he was the one that sent him to get me eliminated, but I only saw him for a quick second. What was he doing on the monitor? There was something going on. The imposters won the game, and I headed back to the space shuttle. I walked out of the entrance and I saw the Giant Jeffy's head right above me, and his 2 giant pencil arms on the left side and on the right side. I was completely surrounded by him. Me and the rest of the crewmates were frozen. We didn't know what to do. We were terrified. The game then began to glitch, and we got kicked out. Jeffy won the game.